Hi all, Armchair Artist here, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to paint these two tortoiseshell butterflies, some scabies flowers and some buttercups. I hope you enjoy it. I start off by choosing a neutral background, a bit of a puce horrible colour really, but it saves that white glare that you get from the blank screen, and it also shows up the colours. So here I am painting the scabies flower with a studio brush. I only paint one scabies flower actually, because they all look pretty much the same. So once I'd painted the one, I copied and pasted the rest onto the drawing, onto the painting, and just changed the opacity of a couple of them to make sure they were further back. No point in painting them all separately, it just seems to me to be a bit of a waste of time. After putting in the stalks, I set about doing the buttercups. Made 4 stamp brushes for these, 3 for the buttercups flowers themselves and 1 as a bud. And you can see here I've put 2 or 3 of those in with a stamp brush, and now I'm putting in the buds. Again, there's no point in keep painting bud after bud. Do one, make it into a stamp brush and then stamp it on wherever you like. Once those were done, I then set about painting the buttercups themselves, and really that's just a matter of shading various colours of yellow and orange, and putting light next to dark and putting a few highlights on them, and before you know it, you have a flower that looks like a buttercup. Well, at least I hope they look like buttercups. It didn't take long, and I'd populated them all and put on the extra leaves of the flowers below. You can see I've started putting the flowers in and putting the buds in, and pretty soon we've got a reasonable bunch of buttercups growing wild in the country. At this point the painting's starting to look a bit as if everything is stuck in the middle, so I decide to put more buttercups below, again using the stamp brush. It doesn't take very long, so I stamped some more in below and put some more buds in. You can see that the leaves of the buttercup are done by just painting them in with a studio brush very quickly, and then on one side where it's catching the light I put a lighter green, and on the opposite side I put a darker green, and by doing that you very quickly get the illusion of leaves, and to be honest with you, it takes no time at all. Once I was happy that I'd got enough buttercups on the painting, it was time to go about the tricky business of doing the butterflies. I've started off with the first one and just drew it straight in by hand. Various shades of orange and black and dark brown, and very soon it started to look like a butterfly. I just copied the markings from a reference photo, and it was pretty straightforward. A lot easier than it probably looks. The only thing I didn't like about it was if you look at the front wing that's nearest to us, well, the half a wing, it doesn't seem to be sitting right. It looks to be as if it's folded over against the other wing. So if you're looking at that and saying it looks a bit odd now, it does, but I'll fix it shortly. Before that, I set about the other butterfly. I popped my reference photo on just to see how I'd like it, and then I traced round it, because being symmetrical, it's hard work trying to get it exactly right. So I cheated a bit, traced round it, and then it was just a matter of sticking in, putting in the colours, and following the reference photo that you just saw appear on there, and it was quite a reasonable job to do. Then I set about the other butterfly, trying to fix that front wing, and if you notice in a minute you'll see that I take a little bit of it and twist it round a little bit, and it probably isn't perfect now, but at least it looks better than it did before. And here is the painting just about finished. I've used the burnt tree brush to put in some background colours, got rid of that horrible puce colour, and stamped in a few more buttercups in the background. I hope you've enjoyed this painting. If you have, please think about subscribing, because I'll have another one along shortly. Thanks for watching.